So, you're starting a business in India. You've probably already run into the mountain of paperwork, right? And two names keep popping up everywhere: MSMEs Udyam and Startup India. They sound kind of similar, but trust me, they're for totally different things. So, which one is right for you? Let's cut through all that noise and figure this out.
And this is really the big question, isn't it? It feels like you have to make a choice. Do you build a solid, stable foundation with MSME Udyam, or do you light the fuse on a rocket with Startup India and aim for the moon? It seems like two completely different futures for your company. But here's a thought. What if it's not actually a choice you have to make?
And all this confusion, it has real-world consequences. Just take a look at this post from a founder on Reddit. They're totally frustrated that consultants are charging way too much for something that should be simple. That's the real cost when things get too complicated. So forget all that. You don't need to pay someone a ton of money for this. We're going to break it all down right here, right now.
All right, let's dive into path number one. Think of this as the MSME Udyam shield. The name says it all, right? This isn't about crazy, explosive growth. This is about building a rock-solid, protected foundation that can handle all the stuff that gets thrown at a small business. So what exactly is the shield? Well, Udyam Registration is basically the government's official seal of approval, saying, yep, you are a legit micro, small, or medium enterprise. And here's the best part. It's a one-time thing. It's permanent. You do it once and you're good to go. Now, when you see a government chart like this, it can look a little intimidating, but don't worry. The beauty of Udyam is just how simple it is. Getting in doesn't depend on what industry you're in or some fancy business plan. Nope. It really just comes down to two simple numbers: how much you've invested in equipment and what your annual turnover is. That's it. If you fit in one of those boxes, you're in. And this is what that shield actually does for you. These benefits are all about surviving and staying stable day to day. Worried about cash flow? Boom, collateral-free loans. Tired of chasing clients for money? You actually get legal protection against delayed payments. Trying to land bigger contracts? You get a leg up in government tenders. I mean, this is the real-world stuff that helps you survive when you're in the trenches.
Okay, so we've got our shield, our foundation. Now let's talk about the engine. Let's talk about the Startup India rocket. This path isn't about just being stable, it's all about speed. It's a program designed for one single purpose: to help innovative companies grow, and grow fast. So what does the government actually consider a startup? Well, it's a special recognition from the DPIIT. That's the big department for promoting industry. But here's the thing. This isn't for just any new business. It's kind of like an exclusive club for companies that are built on a genuinely new idea, a cool innovation, or a business model that's designed to get huge. And the entry requirements for this club really show what they're looking for. Okay, so first, there are the basics. You've got to be a private limited company, an LLP, or a partnership. You have to be less than 10 years old, and your turnover needs to be under 100 crore. But then comes the real kicker, the part that really matters for this scheme. Your business absolutely must be innovative or scalable. Now, if you can get on board this rocket, whoa, you get access to some serious rocket fuel. The perks here are all about growth. The biggest one? A 3-year income tax exemption. Just think about that for a second. A 3-year income tax holiday. That's huge. On top of that, you can get your patents approved faster, you get access to government funding and networks, and they even relax some of the compliance rules to make life easier. It's all designed to clear the runway for you to take off. All right, we've met the shield, we've met the rocket. So now let's put them side by side for a proper head-to-head comparison. This is where it all becomes crystal clear. Look, if you take away just one thing from this, let it be this: MSME Udyam is for everybody. It's for the local bakery, the small factory, the neighborhood service shop. Startup India, on the other hand, is only for those high-growth, innovation-focused ventures. That's the fundamental difference right there. Okay, so let's break it down with this table. You can see it right here. The governing bodies are totally different ministries. The eligibility is worlds apart. Udyam is all about your size, while Startup India cares about your idea. And the benefits just follow that logic. Udyam gives you tools for stability, like loans and subsidies. Startup India gives you fuel for growth, like those awesome tax holidays and funding access. So here we are, right? It feels like you're at a fork in the road. The shield or the rocket? Stability or growth? Protection or a slingshot to the top? It feels like a really tough choice to make for your business. But what if I told you you're asking the wrong question? What if you didn't have to choose at all?
That's right, you heard me. You don't have to choose one or the other. You can actually have both. And this, my friends, is the ultimate power-up. It's called dual recognition, and it's the strategy that savvy entrepreneurs are using. If you're eligible, you can register under both schemes to get the absolute best of both worlds. You get the stability of the shield and the speed of the rocket, all working for you at the same time. So how do you actually pull this off? It's a really simple 3-step game plan. Step 1, you get your stability. Register for Udyam first to lock in those foundational benefits like the loans and the priority in government bids. Step 2, you fuel your growth. Then register for Startup India to unlock that high-octane stuff like the tax breaks and funding access. And step 3, you achieve maximum support. You've combined them, so now you're protecting your business while you're hitting the accelerator. It's truly a game changer. And one last thing, and this is super important, especially if we think back to that Reddit post we saw earlier. Let me be absolutely crystal clear here. According to the official government notification, the Udyam registration process is 100% totally, completely free. You should not be paying a single rupee to anyone for this. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. So at the end of the day, we'll just leave you with this thought. The question isn't shield or rocket. The real question is, why would you ever choose between a shield for protection and a rocket for growth when your business is built to have both? Now you know how. Go get 'em.